but that game one of the best games. Probably because Manchester United won, but I wanted Manchester United to win that game because it's been a very, very long time. Good game for them. For Aston, Arsenal still remain top of the Premier League table, and the gap is 3 points between them and Man City, because City is now second, because City is still pushing after they beat Everton 2-0. Chelsea is somewhere behind, looking hopefully this title race is going to go down till the final 2 games or last game of the season. But let's see what happens. But Liverpool are the biggest losers in this game week 8 in the Premier League. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Gordon. Today, Premier League preview and the La Liga. Good morning, John. How are you?
Yes, a fantastic morning to you, and good morning to all the Manchester United fans out there. Basically, finally back to back. Last. Good one.
Good one for them. Okay, good morning also.
Good morning. Because all this joy, now Arsenal fans get them. All this joy, all this celebration, Arsenal fans get them. Good morning, sports lovers. Welcome to the show, guys. Because now you go see Arsenal fans, their voice go loud now. We're on the top of the table. But until December, January, we will know who's supposed to be there and who's supposed to be there.
Okay, let's see what happens. Arsenal, yes, is top of the Premier League table. Hopefully, they remain there and win it. For Arsenal fans or Manchester City are looking at just 3 points behind them. Let's see what will happen in that game throughout the end of the season. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Oh, calm down, my phone has started ringing already, but maybe I calm down first. Maybe we'll just talk about this game before we start taking phone calls. Okay, the games of the Premier League this weekend. It was a fantastic game of game. Chelsea started early kickoff. They won that game. Because they won that game, Angie was sacked immediately after the game.
They already sacked him.
What the finals to do, the game ended, they just released a statement that he has been relieved of his duty. So Angie is now clubless. He doesn't have a club now because he lost that game. He has not won a single game as a coach of Nottingham Forest. I think it's about 9 games.
8.
It's about 8 games. So that's a terrible record. But you will not blame him. He came in mid-season and with all the problems they have in that team. But they were sacked. Okay, I'm going to give you the results of this weekend's game, and we'll talk about almost all of them. On Saturday, early kickoff, Chelsea beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 for the 4th game in a row. Chelsea received a red card in that game after Gusto was given a second yellow card and he was sent off in that game. But they won that game. They won that game comfortably, 3-0. Sunderland is flying and Wolves is in trouble because Sunderland beat Wolves 2-0. Burnley got a win against Leeds United 2-0. So good one for Parker in that place. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth played a 3-3 draw. Mateta scored a hat-trick in that game.
From
Brighton
down.
Yeah, Brighton beat Newcastle 2-1, even though that Made scored a wonderful goal, but it wasn't enough in that game. Yes, Brighton won that game 2-1. Manchester City are flying. They beat Everton 2-0. And you know the usual suspect now, Haaland scored 2 of those goals. That guy is a machine. Okay, moving over to the final game on Saturday. Arsenal, the corner FC, won against Fulham 1-0. They scored from a set piece. Yes, Arsenal is top of the table after winning that game. On Sunday, Tottenham lost at home to Aston Villa after going up after 5 minutes. They scored a goal. But yeah, honeymoon, that's the thing. So Aston Villa came back in that game to win that game 2-1 away from home. The biggest game of the weekend is Liverpool versus Manchester United. Manchester United Amorim beat Liverpool 2-1 on Sunday evening. Okay, let's start with the first game, Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Angie has been sacked. The rumors is that they're talking to Mancini, but Mancini is the rumors. This body is that he doesn't want to come. He doesn't want problem. Before they will just come after 10 games, they will just sack him. But they are looking for a new coach. But good game for Maresca. He wasn't in the side because he received the record before the international break. But his team turned up and scored 3 to beat Nottingham Forest 3-0.
We all saw the notes being passed around. We all saw all the antics. These are the antics that happen when you are given a red card and you have to be in the stands watching the game. Maybe in this one, it must have been advantageous for him because Chelsea came out at the end of the game as winners. But unfortunately, I think where the game started to crumble for Nottingham Forest was their selection for the game basically, and we expounded a bit more on it on the what's it called,
On the
post-match
podcast,
game, on the podcast. So he got his selection wrong. He played Gibbs White alongside what's his name now?
Alongside
Awoni up forward. Awoni is just coming back to fitness. What happened to Chris Wood, who is the oldest,
and
biggest,
most delivering striker?
Yes,
and
at
again,
his side right now.
What happens to Igor Jesus, who's been scoring goals?
Igor Jesus has been scoring goals since he came from Botafogo. These other guys in the defense, packing up that defense. Then in the midfield, moving Morgan Gibbs White out of his position. So I feel like he got it wrong. He corrected it later on in the game, but that's after he's already 2 goals down. You're already late. On the other side, talking about Chelsea played a good game. I said it before, and Maresca confirmed it yesterday, that João Pedro's best position is behind the striker. QAD.
Okay, not so fantastic game for Chelsea.
You said him as a striker.
Achibon scored his first goal as
I don't know why you say best position is behind the striker or from the flanks. You said him as a striker. We will not give excuse for here. He's to score goals. And for the past 6 games or 5 games in a row, has not gotten a shot on target. No, because if now some other teams now, if we're not the headline, for the past 6 games in a row, so excuse me, he has not gotten a shot on target. And in this game, he was played as a striker. So you cannot tell me that he was brought in to play behind the striker, because now there's no striker in the side, there's no Delap, which means João Pedro is going to be starting as a striker. And you have a striker like that 6 games is not scoring. Nobody's talking about it, and it's all good. You get, they're saying give him time to play. He's a new team. This was this guy that came in the World Cup and helped them secure the World Cup. Now he's a new guy. He's a new team. He needs to bed well with the team, bro. We're not taking that excuse. You get, and again, good one for Chelsea. They got their tactics right. Selections that I didn't expect of what I saw yesterday. Andre Santos in midfield, Lavia in midfield, and Reece James. I didn't expect that selection, but I saw that selection and I'm like, are you sure this is going to work? And when Caicedo came in and that note went around, I felt like they were going to score another goal. I had hope in my heart that one more goal is coming, because that note is not about come and defend. It's about these people are weak. Attack more.
Okay, Chelsea won that game comfortably. 3 goals to nil. Because of that, Angie doesn't have a club now, so he's been sacked. But let's see what happens with it. But a comfortable win for Chelsea. All the goals came in the second half. It was 0-0 in the first half. It was probably a balanced game in the first half, but the second half, Achipon scored his first goal as a Chelsea player, senior goal as a Chelsea player, so good one for him. Then I won't call it a free kick, but it was a free kick for Neto. Then finally James scored from a set piece to make it 3 goals to nil. If you look at the statistics in that particular game, Nottingham Forest had 12 shots in total. Only 2 of them were on target for 49% possession, 445 passes in total. For Chelsea has 17 shots in total. 6 of them were on target. They have more possession, 51% possession, 462 passes, and 85 of them were accurate passes. So Chelsea comfortably went and won that game 3 goals to nil. Okay, let's move on to the 3 p.m. Game that happened on Saturday. Manchester City won against Everton 2 goals to nil. Our usual suspect again and again scored a goal. Didn't score 1, he scored 2. Now it's 11 goals in 8 games. We're talking about Haaland. Haaland is one of the best strikers, not one of the best strikers, but okay, let's say because of Hurricane is in some form too. So he and Mbappe, he is one of the best strikers currently. 2 goals for Manchester City to win that game.
Haaland is the best striker in the world. Simple.
Who Dasha?
The best striker in the world right now. You argue with your keyboard.
Who give him?
The best striker in the world. But first and foremost, let me start by congratulating the man himself. He got 2 on the night, 4, but good performance from him. This is somebody that whenever he's not available, whenever he's out of form, the team actually struggles, because Mamouche was out. Mamouche just came back on Saturday, but he wasn't involved. So I'm happy that Mamouche is available, because anything
even Checky is available too now.
Checky is available too. So Kova came in. I was like all over again, back to the 4 pits. But Kova is available, Checky is available, Mamouche is available. Fantastic recovery for the team, because we've had about 7 players out right now. So hopefully now that they are back, we are going to keep bouncing and keep growing. But Haaland showed everybody why he's on the same pedestal with Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. If you talk about finishing, if you talk about reaction in the box, that's 0.0001 second faster than every other player in that midfield. You see that this guy is on another level. You see that this guy is a breed all to himself. When you have the Viking blood in you, when you have the Norse blood in you, you do what men cannot even do on the pitch. Look at what we saw that day, man.
Bro, you go calm down.
Fantastic bro,
performance.
You go calm down. Then Foden back to his best form of his life, providing what I saw, and it was a fantastic
bro, you go calm down.
A fantastic game.
Like, it could
have been more. We needed it to have been 5. So that we will be back in the way it should be, but it's fine.
Bro, Haaland first of all be in the level of Lewandowski and Benzema first, before meeting the level of Suarez. Before reaching the level of Ronaldo and Messi, you go calm down.
He has eclipsed all those guys.
He has eclipsed. He never even reached the level of Harry Kane. We have to the level of Suarez and Benzema. These are names you should be looking up to.
His career goal record.
Now, Haaland, good player, yes, but the best, question mark there. Understand me? Good player, yes. Best, question mark there. One of the best, debatable. He's one of the best strikers currently in the Premier League. In the Premier League is the best in the Premier League. But in the world, he's one of the best strikers in the world currently. Look at the numbers, and the numbers speaks volume. Again, you talk about Everton. It could have been more. It could have been less. Everton could have won. We're talking about that. We're talking about that. You just come now because you win. Because you win match now. Haaland is Foden is back on form. Foden, please, don't dye your hair again. Don't dye no matter what you do for this life, don't dye that hair again. Because that dye, they disturb you from playing normal football. First, then again, I feel like Moyes got it wrong. They say when your tactics work, you're right. When your tactics is wrong, you're wrong. Moyes got it wrong because of the lineup he put out there. And again, I think it was missing a key player. No, I hate to say it. That guy went to City and flopped. But at Everton, he's almost everything we do for City, don't do times 2 for Everton. And he was not in this game. I feel like it was terrible enough. And I feel like Beto was not getting the service, or perhaps the striker was not getting the service he needed. If not, it would have been 2-2. It would have been a draw if only we got the pressure on the other side.
Okay, fantastic game for Pep Guardiola to win that game 2-0. Because of this speed, now he's just 3 points behind Arsenal in second position. They are moving gradually on that table. So it might be a game, we might say against City and Arsenal challenging for the title, but it's still match game 8. But let's be watching. If you look at the statistics in this game, Manchester City had 19 shots in total. 7 of them were on target. Haaland scored 2 of them, 72% possession, 749 passes, and 91 of them were accurate. So City were almost perfect in that game. Everton had 5 shots in total. Only 1 of them were on target, 28% possession, and only 300 passes. So they won't suffocate Everton in this game. And Haaland got 2 goals in that game. Okay, quickly, other games. Sunderland won against Wolves. Wolves are in trouble. Sunderland is flying.
This is the same thing that happened to Southampton last season. After game week 8, you're not winning any games. After game week 8, you just know it's over for you.
They are in trouble.
You can't say it's over for them because they can still turn it around. Basically, they can still turn it around with the way if they perform better and race. I think this is a big slap on Pereira's face, because he could have improved the team based on in the transfer market this summer. They didn't make a lot of investments in the transfer market this summer.
Maybe a fault now. Maybe a fault. People upstairs sold players.
You ask for reinforcement.
They don't get money. Upstairs don't get money.
But okay, Sunderland, I don't want to dwell too much in the Sunderland is a team that is flying in this Premier League. So I like them. They brought in experienced player when they came into. I think out of the team that came up to the Premier League. Yes, they bought Smart. They bought Shaka back from the Bayer Leverkusen. That was a surprise. Not Masuaku from.
Bought Nodi Mukiele, the guy who scored the first goal. Yes.
Yeah, so they bought in players. They bought in, I think, one guy again from Brighton. Yeah, so I think that they bought Smart and the team is doing well. They won against Wolves 2-0. Fantastic game for them. Burnley beat Leeds 2-0. Because of this win, Burnley currently are now out of the relegation zone. West Ham is still there. So
rooted, anchored to the bottom.
We know the bottom now. Wolves the bottom.
Fantastic game.
19th.
Fantastic game for Burnley to win that game 2-1. I'm happy for Parker. Okay, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth played a 3-3 draw. That was a fantastic game. They were losing 2 goals to nil.
From 2 goals down, Mateta scored, he came back again.
They scored 3-2 and it was 3-3. Mateta scored a hat-trick in that game. Fantastic game for I was thinking that Crystal Palace would lose that game, but somehow Mateta tossed off.
And it will be a back-to-back loss.
Yeah.
After losing your beating run.
They are not the first person to lose back-to-back. Liverpool have lost 3 times now back-to-back. So come on.
I think we are just talking about because
after 19 unbeaten.
But
you now lose back.
Who unbeaten him?
Good game for
unbeaten him them with 2 trophies.
Who unbeaten him?
2 trophies.
Where the 2 trophies?
Because now Natose Community Shield na trophy now.
Community Shield na trophy now.
Some people don't say as Natose Community Shield na trophy, 1 FA Cup and 1 Community Shield. Easy.
Easy now.
You got trophyless so.
Easy now.
Inside they are unbeaten. City go trophyless.
Easy. Of the last 8 Premier Leagues, I have 6, if not 7. What are we
But
talking about?
you went unbeaten.
You don't concern me.
Crystal Palace and Bournemouth finished 3-3. It was a fantastic game. I saw that game. I saw my game was fantastic. Mateta scored 3 in that game.
I think Mateta Semenyo deserves the better team.
Okay, now what will they talk now?
No, the 2 of them deserves better
but what
teams,
I didn't like was the outcome of that game with Mateta throwing shades at Zaha. Zaha is a club legend.
I think it took that shade when he played for France.
No. The shades was when he was called up to play for France.
Yes, not necessary for
not
this
for
game.
the Qatar.
Yes.
No, he cannot throw shade because he told him not to dream. You know what it means by you told your friend
that shade is for.
I want to play for France and you tell us make you know the dream. Say the dream.
that shade was.
As my senior brother and my legend, you're supposed to at least
according
encourage
to Zaha,
me.
there were 10 people in the room. Why is it Zaha that you are
because Zaha now give an negative impression.
Okay, Mateta scored a hat-trick in that game. Fantastic game for Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. That game ended 3-3 on the night. Brighton beat Newcastle 2-1, even though that Voutmade scored a sexy goal.
He scored a Giroud goal,
That
goal sweet me, but at the end of the day, Weber scored 2 to overshadow that performance. And Brighton won.
If you like score a sexy goal, wait till you look at 3 points. If you don't get the 3
bro,
points,
you don't remove a name from that list, though. You know, concern me. Every other person on that team should have to answer for themselves because.
But according to you, that if they lose now, then it's not a good. Is not come to name. He said they will win.
Okay, that game.
It was a good game of football.
Yeah.
I told you, Fabian is. I don't look at the players. I look at the manager. If you're smart, you have my respect.
Okay, let's see what happens. Brighton won that game 2-1. Fantastic game for them. Okay, the final game on Saturday is Arsenal, the corner FC or set piece SC beat Fulham 1-0. Even though Aston dominated that game, but Fulham defended well. It took a corner kick and a goal from Trossard to win that game for Arsenal. The main thing that Arsenal got 3 points in this game.
That's
whether that by set piece, by hand, by anything where you want to talk. Good game for Aston, 3 points on the table because I think 2 games in a row they have struggled to beat Fulham at Craven Cottage, but they got a win and they defended well. Arsenal has conceded only 3 goals.
Yes. 3
goals this Premier League season. Arsenal is strong in fact their defense is strong.
I think in all competition this is the 3rd clean sheet in all competition. Back to back. Yeah, 3 clean sheets in a row. 3 clean sheets in a row. Good game for Arsenal. Again, we talk about Arsenal. They won the match. End of story.
Simple.
Now waiting one here.
It's not the end of the story, man. It's not the end of the story.
It's the one here, and they signed the best striker in the world. Yet, no where post day, but they won the match. End of story. No, now it's Arsenal fans want.
No.
Because
excuse me.
Actually,
also,
it pains me to see that if this player was playing for some other clubs, they will take the front page. Every media outlet will talk about the player because he's not getting on discussion. This is the 8th start.
You cannot cry more
Understand me. 8 starts.
Let me
8
tell
starts in the Premier League.
You cannot cry more than he believed, bro.
2 goals and 1 penalty.
Let me tell you why.
You cannot cry more than
Let me tell you why the media is not so much
Thank you.
on them.
It's because they are set top of the table. When City were winning the title, Jesus and other strikers there wasn't scoring a lot of goals, but they excused them.
Now,
because City are actually scoring a lot of goals and winning games.
Godwin, leave that thing. There was a time.
Secondly, he did not come for 150 million pounds. Yet I haven't seen a press release on Alexander Isak on the front page of any newspaper. So why should your current be on the front page?
I'm never talking about Isak.
Why should your current be on blast when he has outscored Isak right now?
Did you see after 2 games, my man did not score? Our man the guy you have been touting to come to City did not score after 2 games. He entered front page. Benjamin Sesko, yes or no? Now,
he's a Manchester United.
Now the thing. So why is it that any player that plays? And again, wait. Now, let me finish now. Angie lost 7 games in a row, and he's giving him time. He needs to implement his philosophy. But a new manager came to Manchester United, and he needs to get the ground running immediately. It's supposed to.
He's had 38 games, man. After that, excuse me, you cannot play 38 games, lose 31, and you now want to come and say give him time. We've discounted that part. Look at this season, man. He's the first time that he's having back-to-back wins in the EPL. So there's no song of praise for him.
I'm just saying.
There's no song of praise for him.
If you side flop, I say player don't they go towards the level of flop. Talk say don't they flop.
Well,
8 games.
Well,
8 Premier League games.
You said it yourself.
Give him time.
10 Premier League.
Sometimes when Mbappe started last
season,
I gave him time.
No, he was scoring few goals. Second half of the season, he exploded.
He picked up, simple.
So, but let's see. For now, people might not criticize because Aston is top number 1. But Aston is winning games number 2.
Thank you.
So until they start losing game or start dropping off, they might criticize.
In a game that Arsenal would have naturally drawn, they found a way to win. Why are you coming to now come and count who scored or who didn't score? Okay. Mind you, he still has higher goal record than your Sesko. He still has higher goal record than Issa put together. That's almost 200 and something million. Now you won't come cry over your head. You waited 19th position for Premier League.
Let's talk about it.
My striker gets more goals than
Look up first.
Let's talk about Arsenal
before you talk about that.
No, I'm talking about Arsenal.
Let's talk about Arsenal defense first. Arsenal has one of the best, obviously one of the best defense in the whole world now. In this particular game, Fulham didn't have a shot on target. I won't call it shot on target because the player wanted to cross the ball. Then the goalkeeper Raya actually put it to a corner kick. But Arsenal defense is massive. They shot you that when Arsenal scored that first goal, I know that it's over for Fulham. They are not scoring any goal in this particular game. And they don't even need to introduce another defender to show up the game. They play the back 4 and still close up the game. Arsenal is just good defensively.
See, let's call it as it is. Arsenal have the best squad in Europe right now. Go and argue with your keyboard.
I know that one. No.
Go and argue with your keyboard.
But they have depth.
Bro, it's not just having depth, it's quality of depth, bro. Just they have depth, but they don't have anything. Go and quote me on that one. Look at who you have in the team. Look at who you have on the bench. This is what people have been crying for. I'm sure Engineer Deshina and co have been crying for almost 2 decades right now. And they have that squad in there. And you go away to Fulham and you win them at their home. And you want to come and complain. What are you complaining for? What are you complaining for?
This is the back-to-back games. Arsenal team that have not considered a shot on target in 2 games.
You've been crying for your son that he has been finishing 20th or what. Now he's doing well. You want to come and cry that he did not cross his T and dot his eye. How about now? You check yourself.
That team is doing well.
Check yourself.
In a row,
that's not the hype Arsenal like
check yourself.
I know they looked off now with one eye.
Check yourself, man.
I looked off now with one eye.
No,
like
now
this.
I'm saying you check yourself. You are 20th right now. You are complaining about somebody that is top of the table. Check yourself, bro. Look inwards, basically.
Don't worry, I go play today, and I'll come tomorrow and remind you that I'm looking inwards. But again, I'm just saying the way it is. You brought in a striker because everybody's going to complain about Issa.
Everybody brought in a striker.
Now, everybody brought in a striker.
Yes.
And you're here singing praises for both Made and Haaland.
Yes.
Scoring sexy goals here and there.
Yes.
And we say, okay, 9 weeks, 10 weeks. But let's not discount the fact that even inside the 10 weeks, you're supposed to deliver at least 1 goal in 3 matches. You're supposed to average at least 1 goal in 2 matches. By now, you're supposed to get like 4 goals. Even at all, you get at least make it. I'm not talking about just the goals involvement. At least by now.
You just don't focus on your correct for this.
It's a flop now.
Excuse me, Godwin.
If a player is doing well, tell the player is doing well.
Excuse me. At this same time last season, while I was on Mbappe's shoulder for not meeting up to standards because his last season at Paris Saint-Germain was, his last season at Paris Saint-Germain was 45 goals a season. When he came in, he was struggling. He was not doing well. I was calling it out here. You were the one that was here shouting, give him time, give him this, give him that, give him that.
Understand that. Even
look at it now. You are the one that is
no, because
you are the one that is on your currency shoulder.
Mbappe,
and the one that is even beating my imagination is you're also on Haaland's shoulder, bro. Haaland is immortal.
Okay,
Haaland is the best.
Godwin, I said give him time.
What are you talking about? Look at his numbers.
To excuse you, after 8 games, you should have at least 4 goals. 4 goals involvement, get the assist. get the goals. Haaland, even Mbappe when they talk that time, was scoring penalties and getting assists. He was not performing at the best level. He was not performing at the best level, but he was getting some goals.
Okay,
here and there.
You're correct. Probably he might need time to bed in. Truthfully, Arsenal have not played with a striker for a couple of seasons now. But
that's the fundamental thing.
I think he had about 3 shots on goal, which the keeper saved.
And Mbappe has not had about. Mbappe has not started as a striker.
My own is that
in his life before playing for us, before playing for
Real Madrid. Mbappe has not started as what? What was he playing in before? What was he playing at Paris Saint-Germain before Neymar and Messi joined him? What was he playing, man?
He was not a striker.
What was he playing? He was playing as a 9, bro. Simple. Simple. Let's not even go there.
Mbappe now plays as a striker, but let's see. But for Gyökeres and Arsenal fans are not really complaining about. They are not complaining as far as they are top of the table. As I'm talking to you now, they are top of the table.
3 Premier League goals. Why will you complain?
Until something happens to that table, then they might not start finding an scapegoat in that team. But for now, the team are strong together. They are strong, especially defensively. They are strong, like Calafoli, Gabriel, and Saliba, and Timber. Plus, they have Zubimendi and Rice trying to marshal at that midfield with Eze, whoever is playing with them in that midfield. Then Saka is Saka. Trossard and Martinelli are still questioned there. Gyökeres, I still question them. But Arsenal is very, very strong. They have squad depth. Look at how many injuries they have, but they are still performing. But let's see. If you look at the statistics in that game, Fulham has 9 shots in total, 0 on target, 37% position, and only 313 passes. 79 of those passes were accurate. For Arsenal had 16 shots. In total, 5 of them were on target. They scored from a corner kick. Aston is one of the best teams when it comes to set pieces. In fact, if they get a corner kick, Arsenal fans are rejoicing. They started rejoicing already. I don't know how they do it.
The man with the golden eye.
I don't know how they do it, but once they get a corner kick, everybody is happy that Arsenal have a corner kick. They have in this particular game, they have 16 shots, 5 on target, 63% possession, and 546 passes. 86 of them were accurate. So a fantastic game for Arsenal to beat Fulham 1-0. Okay, moving on over to Sunday.
God, you know why I raised this matter of Gyökeres? Remember when I told you guys when they signed him that they were going to struggle in their first season?
Okay, let's see.
Remember when I told you that an Arsenal fans almost crucified me that no struggling for any of them?
Bro, of any person that should be crying that somebody is struggling, it is Sesko that should be crying that is struggling.
Okay, let's see.
Sesko is starting from the bench.
You know me, you don't concern me, bro. It's not concern me.
You can say how you want to say. If you are starting for the bench, that means you are not good enough for the coach.
Thank you.
We'll talk about it.
Thank you.
But on Sunday
because
game,
he's still there, Matisse is still starting in that 9 position. What are you telling me?
On a Sunday game, Tottenham lost at home to Aston Villa 2-1. Aston Villa went away. They started this in about 3 or 4 games. They couldn't even score a goal, but now they have found their rhythm.
After European games.
They found their rhythm and they won that game 2-1. Frank should start watching it because that's what we used to say about sports. They start off well. All the coaches start off well. Somehow, either the first season or the second season, they start struggling mid-season.
The thing is, with Ange, he had a fantastic first season. He was able to see it through to the end. And in the second season, he had a laundry list of injuries. Go and look at the record. So, but for what's his name now? I think he too is also suffering from that too because Solanke is out injured and a couple of other players in that striking position are out. So they also have injury problems. But if you have injury problems against Aston Villa, you have to play to the way that you can be able to get a point or win in this encounter, which means you conserve. You don't play your normal bread and butter. You have to change the tactics in this game, and he didn't.
Okay, Emery is building gradually.
I'm not going to talk about Emery.
Okay, now Frank, you want to talk about?
No, let's talk about Matistel. Since you were saying, I was saying earlier that they do not have quality in the attacking positions, and you say they have what's his name now, Kolomwani, they have Matistel, they have Richarlison, they have Solanke. Alpha Matistel, your guy.
I never tell you say Matistel go start.
Why are you not jumping on Matistel's shoulders?
Since Matistel came to the Prem, he's been playing off the flanks and not as a striker. You get me? Now in this game, started as a striker. If you remember, I told you vividly on this show, I told you that if you're going to, I would prefer a Richarlison starting because it feels like he's resurgent. I would prefer a Richarlison starting than any other player in that side. because of the intensity Thomas Frank wants to play with. He wants to play with most of his players covering most grounds.
Okay.
You get, but I just feel like in this game now, honeymoon season is gradually coming to an end.
Okay, let's see. Aston Villa had only 2 shots on target in the whole game and scored from those 2 shots on target.
100% conversion rate.
100% conversion rate. So fantastic game for them to get all 3 points away to Spurs. Okay, let's talk about the biggest game of the Premier League match day 8. Is Liverpool versus Manchester United. This is the first time Amorim has won a back-to-back Premier League game since he took over Manchester United, and he did it at Anfield, one of the loudest stadium in England. Come on, look at that game. First 2 minutes, Mbeumo has come. Yeah, I was trying to open on my TV. I don't see notification say Mbeumo does. I was like, what is happening here? What is happening here? Even though that first goal was a little bit controversial because somebody, McAllister had a head injury, and referee claimed that he did not see it. Normally, the rule is that once a player has a head injury, you have to stop. No matter how the play is, you must stop it. But suddenly, the referee did not see it. That way he said that did not see it. But that the play continued, and Mbeumo scored in the just second minute of that game. Gakpo equalized in the 78th minute. Maguire scored after 5 minutes. They equalized. Fantastic game of football. Amorim got his game. Even though that Liverpool normally play at Anfield, they're going to outplay their opponent, but getting a win at Anfield is massive for any club anywhere.
Bro, it's massive for anybody, no matter who you are. First and foremost, before we even dive into the game, a lot of people were asking Lyrical on social media yesterday. They said that Arteta turned it around after 35 games in charge of Arsenal with a big win against Chelsea.
Yes.
That now this guy has
after 35 games,
that he is now turning it around too with a big win against Liverpool. My hand no deal, but you see that thing where Amorim they do fire on, bro. Good game, good performance. This. You know, the funny thing about coming into this game is that there was only one thing that you were sure of, which is that Manchester United will turn up against Liverpool.
Somehow
They've always done against big opponents. They always do. You understand me? The problem has always been consistency against smaller teams, because they have a crucial game next week against Brighton. Would like to see some of this consistency carry over. But good game, good selection for the first team. I like the fact when he took this guy off and brought him back to the 10 position, took Mount off, brought Cunha back to that position, brought Sesko on. It ensured that Liverpool were kept at bay in that their positioning. Then secondly, too, if you look at the way they ordered themselves in that full wing back position too, you see that they were keeping a lot of Liverpool's players at bay too. So good one for them, good game for them. And secondly, no more passing out from the back, finally.
Wait,
no
more passing out from the who passing out from the back here.
John, wait. I want Nigeria to drive for.
Okay.
This season, Man United has had most of their play in the positions half. Passing out from the back, it didn't do. If you notice since the beginning of this season, Man United is always long ball. Sesko bring it down, play in that side. If they collect the ball, let them come and play in our side. We come back and defend. Once we defend, we send long balls to their play most of the games in their own half. Because passing out from the back, you lose the ball anywhere close to your defense. You open your defense or yourself up for goals. But by the time you play most of the game, unless they're hitting you on the break, which means you have fast defenders to track back and cover all those gaps. But when you're playing from the back, you lose the ball, any small thing and go. Again, that's what Man United has done. I think if you look at the stats so far, Man United has the most. Man United as a whole has played most of their games, and I think they are the highest on that now. Play most of their games in the positions half and final third. You get 90 minutes they did here. If they lose the ball, they don't drop back or collect them back. They don't send long back. And that was one thing they've done. And that's one thing I think Amorim has done for the team gradually, that he's trying to tell you. And you say the system is system. I think the system is going to change that personal from the back, because Man United has never been. If you look at Man United of old, even Ferguson, they pass from the back.
Thank you. You
so,
know.
I don't know why Ten Hag and Rafnik, when they pass on the back, build up on the back, when you don't have the players to. You have the top players, you have the physical players, send it there.
No,
and again, unlock. And again, there's
is...
something you said about McAllister. Disappointing loss for Liverpool. I'll be honest with you, I am not happy with Liverpool's loss, because now it gives Arsenal fans that voice, that volume to say they're top of the table, they are winning it this season. It gives them that volume.
I was top of the table before the game, boy.
That's one thing. If another team is top of the table, you go get hope. Say, these people will fit there for a long time. Not be Arsenal. So this volume that the Arsenal fans are riding on, they pain me.
Okay.
You get, but again, disappointing loss for Liverpool. That McAllister injury, it was not close to the play. So, and I think referee was facing the angle of play. Rather, so the incident happened behind him, and the nice man or fourth official did not notify him.
No,
it's not his fault.
The thing is that he did not see it. Where the angle
even if he sees it, it's supposed to be the linesman.
No, see.
Or it's supposed to be the linesman to notify him that check his head injury or so.
I think he saw it. The thing is that he did not see that incident. He saw the play, but he didn't see that elbow. Because most times they fake it sometimes. You carry your hand on your head that somebody is injured. But it's after the replay that everybody saw that it was actually a head injury. He had to put a guard on McAllister's head for him to continue that game. So that means that it was actually something. But the rule is that once you have a head injury, no matter what the play is, you stop the play. But the referee claimed that he did not see it and Bournemouth scored that first goal.
Again, Man United fans should be happy about this now. It's the right side of that position. That right is unlocked.
Yeah, Mbeumo actually doing well.
Mbeumo and Ahmad.
Yeah.
Is unlocked because I feel like this is something we've been complaining about. Ahmad should be playing more attacking role. Sunderland manager came out to say it because he went on loan, I think, for 1 year there. And it was like he should be playing attacking role football. But again, these two players covered, if you look at their stats from last season, they covered the most grounds. Which means if one person is attacking, the other person is defending. Both Mbeumo can defend and attack. Ahmad can defend and attack. And that game, he started Mount as a striker, which gives you coverage to cover the midfield. At least Liverpool go and play most of their games from midfield.
The thing about football is that let's talk about Liverpool. The thing about football is that it's a game of luck too. Because Liverpool hit the bar 3 times in that game.
Yes.
If they have converted that chance, everyone will start criticizing Manchester United.
I think where we need to start talking about Liverpool is the fact that Liverpool started with Isak again up forward. Even I just saw this morning and Rooney was also complaining that why did he go with Isak up front instead of Ekitike? He should have started, like we all said in the studio, Ekitike starts, Isak comes off the bench till he picks up form. Then secondly, Liverpool have not really learned how to utilize Kekes in that left fullback position. If you saw him in Bournemouth last time around, he plays higher up in the midfield when they have the ball and they are building up from the back, and he releases Semenyo into positions. In this position, he's just trapped to the back. He cannot go forward. No, he's following instructions. He cannot come forward and come and help build the team, because he has that flair for passing. He can give you a pass that will give you 1v1 against whoever you're playing. So they need to utilize him more in that position. And then secondly, it was, unlucky for Liverpool, hitting the bar a couple of times. And then let's not also forget, like you like calling people out, let's not also forget that Salah was totally useless to Liverpool in that game.
I don't tell you, if you want to useless Salah, just be physical. Just be physical against Salah, and I think Dalot did a good job starting. And my guy, Chinazekbere came in and did a very fantastic job closing out Salah. Good one for him.
Okay, the debate before this game was who is going to start for Liverpool, the £150 million striker or the £90 million striker who starts. But and it's not decided to go with Isak.
As with Premier League experience.
Yes, he didn't actually do well.
Again, Isak put some credible saves. Come on, he
about 1 or 2 saves
from
but the problem is that if you not score, honestly, you put a save now. But Liverpool actually dominated that game and most part of that game. Obviously, because they are playing at Anfield, nobody outplays Liverpool at Anfield. Who you be? They will outplay you, but you might win, but they will outplay you, which they did in that game. So congratulations to Amorim. Since 2016, Manchester United have not won at Anfield since 2016. This is the first time they won at Anfield. So it's a big one for them. Hopefully, it's going to be
first time in 8 years.
Apart from that, it's going to be from now going on. Manchester United fans and their players will see light.
Let's be honest.
Because winning Liverpool is something that will give you more.
Starts by winning Brighton next week.
Let's be honest, yeah. Let's be honest. This Man United Liverpool saga, I think after the 5-goal, 7-goal trashing by Liverpool, Ten Hag made a swear and said he's never going to allow that happen again. And if you look at the record of Ten Hag against Liverpool, it was a draw basically. Both Anfield and it was a draw. They were just playing draws. And Amorim came in, went to Anfield, played the draw, went to the cup games, and I think in the cup games did a wonderful thing against Liverpool last season and get into the final.
Consistency is the problem for Manchester United.
If
they can be consistent, they will challenge, maybe challenge for this league. But it was a fantastic game. In generally fantastic game. Liverpool was hitting the bar almost 3 times, even though that Manchester United hit the bar once in that game, but it was balance of play. They deserved it. The last goal from Maguire is a poor defense for Liverpool. Look at how they allow
Yes.
Three players was waiting for that
free
ball.
On your goalkeeper.
Free on your free.
How does that happen?
The point is that how can you allow 3 players
that was sick.
Going for one ball and Maguire headed that ball, and
that was the same thing that happened against Lyon last season in the Europa League.
So I don't know how they need to fix that defense. Konate and Van Dijk this have been shaky, so but they need to fix it, and it's not need to do something else. They are going to be in trouble. This is the 3rd game in a row they have lost in the Premier League and 4 in all competitions. So they are in a mini crisis. But let's see what will happen with them. But in this particular game, Manchester United went away to win 2-1. If you look at the statistics in that game, Liverpool had 19 shots in total. 6 of them were on target, 64% possession, 480 passes, and 85 of them were accurate. For Manchester United, they had 12.
Should collect his flowers.
For Manchester United, they have 12 shots in total, 4 on target. They scored from those 2, 36% possession and 294 passes. So it was a dominant game for Liverpool, but they could not actually beat or get anything from this game. So let's see what happens in the upcoming games for Liverpool and Manchester United. But congratulations to Amorim for his first time he has won a back-to-back game as a Manchester United coach. It sounds strange, but it is actually true. It's actually true that he's winning his first back-to-back games. Okay, now the table is set after match day 8 in the Premier League. Aston is first with 19 points. Manchester City is second with 16 points. Bournemouth is third, is 15 points. Liverpool dropped to fourth with 15 points. Chelsea are fifth with 14 points. Spurs are sixth with 14 points. Sunderland is doing well. They have 14 points on 7th position. 8th position is Crystal Palace. 9th position is Manchester United with 13 points. Brighton is 10th on the table with 12 points. Aston Villa 11th with 12 points. Everton is 12th on the table with 11 points. Newcastle is 13th with 9 points. Fulham are 14th with 8 points. Leeds United have 8 points in 15 positions. 16th Brentford with 7 points. Burnley is out of the relegation as of today. They have 7 points. Nottingham Forest drop in that relegation zone with 5 points. West Ham is 19th with 4 points. And finally, rock bottom with 2 points is Wolves with only 2 points. Let me read some of the comments on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Bold Defense Sports. Before we start taking calls, let me read some of the few comments. Everybody's dropping comments on this channel. Okay, Emmanuel Okitibi saying, "No, so why you dey beef us? No be our fault. Say finally we have a large squad with quality." Okay, he's talking about Arsenal. Obina, welcome to the show. Obina is saying, "This time the league is ours." Okay, this is one of the best Arsenal squad I have seen in a very, very long time. Odegaard is injured. Odegaard is injured. No problem. We have got a cover. The squad depth is insane. Gunners for life. Okay, let's see what happens in those. If Arsenal can maintain this till the end of the league. Okay, and Atletico be say, okay, the true pass and control from Dean, okay, that produced by Ndai's goal is the control of the year. I enjoyed how Aston Villa demolished Spurs. A lovely run of play, how they scored that second goal. Okay, Farouk is here. Farouk is welcome to the show. Nottingham Forest scores their own goals right now by sacking the former coach that was better. We're talking about Nuno. Now they have deforestation currently going on at the forest. Don't speak English this morning. Okay.
Deforestation.
Okay. Deforestation guy.
They charged them.
Which means the forest that couldn't be cut down last season.
Okay. No. Oluchi is here on the show. Oluchi, welcome to the show. So King of Bad Belle United. Okay, King of Bad Belle United, I beg. I won't ask you. In the Champions League final, choose one striker to play, Kane or Haaland.
In the Champions League final, wait, that question is for me. Kane or Haaland? Harry Kane every day. Harry Kane, baby, every time.
Okay, Marco Ochukwu is here. Marco Ochukwu is saying, with the way Liverpool is going this season, I'm afraid they might be trophyless. Good game for my darling Madrid for maintaining their top flight in the La Liga. And Hanson is here. Hanson, welcome to the show. So good morning, Sports Odogus. Okay, Fazo Milan is talking about AC Milan. AC Milan coming back better under Allegri. We are back on top. Liverpool, we are a better team in that Manchester United, but clinical finish graced up Manchester United. Okay, Samuel Okeke said Devils go to church on Sunday. He's talking about Manchester United. Okay, Jerry is here on the show. Say good morning, guys. I am happy that Manchester United won yesterday. John, my man, please, I want Manchester City to lose their next match to allow Arsenal beat Chelsea. Okay, let's take phone calls and get your own contribution about all these things we are talking about. The number to call is 0706-048-5853. Please, when you call, please make it brief so that others can call in to the show. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Okay, please, quickly, your contribution.
Okay, now, wait, now, you know the struggle.
Simple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yes. Everybody wanted to. Yes.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I said it.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Truthfully, every
Arsenal fan wanted Man United to win that game. But again, I don't understand. I said it in the beginning when they signed him that he's going to struggle in the Premier League.
Let's take phone calls.
He's not struggling, bro.
Because the team is winning.
3 wins, 3 goals. How many you get?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please. Yes, we can hear
Good
you.
Morning.
Name and location, please. Yes. Name and location, please.
You don't enjoy yourself now. You don't want to talk.
Talk quickly so that I can take all that calls, please. Okay. Yeah. All right, thank you. Yeah. All right. Backing. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
You will lose that game, don't worry.
Okay, let's see. They have Brighton the next one. Let's see if they can be consistent. That's the main thing. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Okay. Your contribution, Chinedu.
I greet you all this morning.
I agree.
This is a wonderful morning. Actually, I predicted Man U to win that game because if you watch the back line of Liverpool, they haven't been good.
Yes.
They defended well against Aston because they didn't come out to play that game. They were actually scared of coming out to play that game. But if you watch against Bournemouth and other goals that they conceded when they came out to play the game, you will know that their back has a serious problem. So I predicted Man U to win that game. And just like what's his name that keep on attacking us, they said that I'm an Arsenal fan. They said that Arsenal sitting on top doesn't scare anyone. Forgetting that Arsenal sitting on top always have injury problems. When Zubimendo was asked, they asked him about this. He said that the problem Arsenal always have was squad problem. So when they have injury worries, they start falling down. But currently they have two players per position. So I like but then I fell to the ground hearing this deforestation of Nottingham. This comment, I don't know how they pick up this comment.
All right, thank you very much. Everybody to you. Okay. I saw that. I was like, what is deforestation this morning again? But they are in trouble. They are actually in big trouble.
Made by Marinakis now, nobody else.
Okay. Quickly. Good morning, Neman. Good morning. Neman, location, please. Okay. Your contribution. Yeah.
Because this Liverpool people are I don't know how they are Liverpool and Atletico. Their back line is shattered. Team that will score you and equalize it. Almost 3 straight matches. And again, they are selling off that winners. Even though that he was a lot of now winners and they are not great. Isak cannot play. And I said the other day that they want to win man this perfect.
Yeah, I remember.
If Isak cannot score in the next two matches, start counting as a flop. I will start counting as a flop. And for that argument about Erling Haaland, I think Erling Haaland and other strikers.
Yeah.
The truth is that Haaland is a fantastic player.
Yeah, he is.
He has proven it time after time.
Okay.
Yet he keeps scoring. Just give it to him. He's a wonderful striker.
All right.
He's doing it in the Premier League.
All right. Thank you very much.
He's doing it in the Premier League. So give him his flowers.
All right.
He's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Again, for Forest, honestly, I wish they would win it. Honestly, for starting the move, I wish they would win it.
All right.
For real, man. For real. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. It doesn't make sense.
He won European pedigree.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, Forest, I don't know what the owner did, but Sakin, everybody was complaining. Sakin was the wrong thing for him to do. Now he's reaping. Now they have a rumor that is Sean Dyke of all people.
Sean Dyke of all people, relegation master.
Hello, good morning.
Israel.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Okay, what is your contribution? Okay. Yes, can you continue quickly, please? Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much.
Simple and short.
Okay, let's see what happens with them. Okay,
That's some absolute
let's
nonsense
see.
argument.
Let's see what happens in that game. In those games, but let's see. Everybody has their own thing, but Arsenal is winning, so Arsenal is top of the table. So other results, we'll talk about them tomorrow. Rivers United lost away when they went to the CAF Champions League against Black Bulls 1-0. Remo Stars lost at home 5-1 with Mamelodi Sundowns came to Nigeria.
Shebi una see am back.
Pass them 5-1.
You see it?
We'll talk about all these ones tomorrow.
Thank you.
Joining with the Champions League, or Champions League still tomorrow. Morocco have won the Under-20 World Cup. They beat Argentina 2-0. So fantastic. Yeah, fantastic for Morocco. They have been beating all their senior team, their junior team are doing well. We'll come back tomorrow and discuss some of these games. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Tomorrow we'll be back to discuss some of the other games tomorrow and the Champions League. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day. Thank you guys on our studio. I cannot read all the comments.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. I can see all of you. Thank you very, very much. Sorry, I cannot read every comment here, but thank you for joining us on today's show. Oluchi, thank you. Marco Ochuku, I can see you.
Yemi Handsome.
Okay, Yemi Handsome is here. Benedict, welcome to the show. Benedict, thank you for joining us on today's show. Benedict, Chukwu Obinna, I greet you. Chukwu Obinna, thank you for joining us on today's show. Who is there again? And I claim to Sobi. Farouk, welcome to the show. Lion, I missed your comments, but welcome to the show. Lion, thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you, everybody. Emmanuel Okitipi, thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Champions League. Join us tomorrow.